Welcome back to another episode of Parenting in Progress. I'm Corey.
I'm Jordan.
And we're the Welches. Welcome back to another episode. It's been a week since the last one, Jordan. We're on a 2-week streak, baby.
Back at it.
Jordan's got a doozy of a story to tell you for this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a toddler, a 2-year-old, and they say terrible twos. And I saw someone at Walmart that we knew that's daughter is a little bit older, and he was like, it only gets worse after I said this thing that happened. So to back it up, Carly and I had to go into Walmart, and we don't normally go into Walmart. We usually do the Walmart pickup and go. And she asked to look at the toys. And I said, yes, let's go do our other stuff first. Mommy's got to get a few things, and then we can go look at toys. I was like, we're looking at toys. So I took her over there, and I let her out of the shopping cart so she could walk up and down, those couple of aisles. And she spotted a mini little shopping cart thing. I don't know what was in it. There was stuff in it, but it was actually really short for her. And she's pushing it around, and I said, you can push it around. And there was more toys on another aisle. I said, Carly, let's go push it over here, because I'd already tried to put it back once, and she was not having it. I said, okay, well, let's push it over here. So we went over to the next aisle, and she looked at all the toys and had a heyday. And I was like, all right, we got to go. It's getting late. So I coaxed her to the other aisle, back where the mini thing goes. And I said, we got to put it up. And of course, she's like, no, that's mine. No. And I said, Carly, you already have a shopping cart at home. This one we're not buying. You got to look at it. You got to play with it, but we're not taking it home. And she was obviously not listening to me, already just worked up because she didn't want to put it back. And Corey, you had called and you heard all of this. And I finally just put it up. I said, nope, it's time to go. And I put it back on the shelf, and she threw a fit. Probably the biggest fit I think that I've had with her. And she's standing, and then she wants to lay on the floor. And so I pick her up, and I'm putting her in the shopping cart. And then of course she's flailing her arms and her legs and twisting and moving all around. And so I did manage to get her sat down, and she's trying to scratch me. And I step back because I'm not just going to stand there and get scratched. And she's reaching over the cart to try to scratch me. And I'm not really conversing with her at this point. I just put her in there. I said, it's time to go. And I'm pushing the cart away, and she's still mad. I mean, screaming, crying, mad. So I'm trying to not have too many eyes on me. And I walk into another aisle. I said, oh, look, there's a bunny. Oh, look, there's this. And she started to calm down a little bit, but she wanted to stop and touch the bunny thing for Easter that was out. And I just moved on from it. And then she tried to scratch me again. And I looked down on her. I stopped the cart, and I said, you be nice. And then she kind of looked at me I said, we will go to the car. I don't know if she understood that, but. And then I said something about next time you won't go look at the toys. We'll just get our stuff and leave. And I understand that she probably didn't understand that part, but it was more for my sake. And I said it to her, and then she did kind of calm down, and she actually had to wait quite a while for this customer service thing we had to do next, but she got over it, and she admitted that she was naughty at Walmart.
Yeah, I remember hopping on the phone. You were definitely, Carly was screaming. Well, it was right before she started screaming, because you were like, we're done. We're leaving the toy aisle. And I heard all the screams, and was not on the phone very long, because I'm like, you've got your hands full. Don't need to be talking on the phone while she's throwing this big of a fit. But really, she's probably only had about 3 really big fits so far. Obviously, there's going to be more to come.
Are you talking in public or in general?
I think just in general.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's many ones.
Fits. I mean, she has little tantrums, but it's less than 30 seconds. I'm talking 2-3 minutes at least, probably. Something like that.
I'd agree.
So obviously there's going to be more to come. We know that she's getting to her, Jordan hates this quotation, terrible twos.
I do.
But, because Jordan doesn't think they're terrible. Well, they're terrible just in those 2 or 3 minutes, but
I know it's just a saying. But then, like I'd mentioned earlier, there was someone we knew with a daughter that was about 6 months older than her. And he's like, well, it just gets worse. I'm like, yay. And I know like they're processing, there's so much like they want to be independent on things, but they can't. And they have all these emotions that they're learning and they don't know how to handle it and they don't know how to process it. So I get it. It's a learning curve for them and for us learning on how to deal with them. So.
Don't you hate when one parent says to another, it's always a negative thing, just like that.
Yes.
It's
it
just
always gets worse. Well, thanks a lot. That makes me feel great.
And it's like, okay, how bad it was yours? You know, like what's your story compared to mine? Because maybe I have it a lot worse than you could ever dream, or maybe you had it a lot worse than ours has ever been. And maybe ours won't get that bad. But I always hate that negativity. I mean, even when you're going to have your first kid, what always drove me nuts was like, oh man, you're in for it now. Or, oh man, and it's always in a negative way. Oh man, your life is going to change. Okay, but what's the good part of it? I mean, that's the thing is like, what's the good out of it? I mean, everything is just in a negative context. And it's kind of a guy thing. I don't think women experience the same thing, but guys are like, oh boy, you're in for a ride. It's like, okay, what about congrats? Or man, you know, you better count your blessings, or, you know, just whatever it is, you can make it nicer than, oh boy, you're in for it now. It's like, you shouldn't have did that. Now you're stuck in the mud.
Well, and then it makes you feel like this time that you're in, like it's all negative. It's not all negative. She had a 3-minute max fit and she is the best girl ever. She is so fun. She is so joyful. She's going to have moments, but that's where I'm like, the whole thing of terrible twos, she's not terrible. She's a really good girl. Yes, she has fits. That's to be expected. So I guess that's what kind of irks me on that terrible two thing. But there's other things that I see online of people not necessarily complaining, but like, oh my gosh, my house is a mess. I have so much laundry to do. I never got XYZ done. And then there's the saying that says, you will miss this. You will miss the noise. You will miss the pitter patter of the feet. You'll miss the mess in the living room and the noise of the laughter and the giggling. Because one day your house will be quiet and it'll be sad. And it's true. So that's just a reminder for me, like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting here looking at my living room and it's not its worst, but it's not great.
It's actually pretty good today. I mean, props. It's actually really good.
I had a day off. I mean, not a day off yesterday, but I spent a lot of time cleaning yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, we got toys out, but I mean, you could have it picked up in
5 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just a reminder for me that's like, I will miss the little messes that she makes and the little toys that she has. And
another thing Carly has gotten into, obviously more and more, we've touched on it in the podcast, but she is really, it's getting worse of, that's mine. That's mine. I mean, it's progressively getting worse, and that's a stage. We know that. It's kind of comical sometimes, but she is learning more and more sentences as well. So today, Jordan actually must have took something from her, and she's like, "That's mine. Don't take that away from me."
It was like, you know what? No, it's not yours. It's actually mine, but I want to give it back to you because that was so sweet. Don't take it away.
Yeah, so she's getting cute because she's starting to learn more of those sentences. Now, she doesn't understand every word there because she'll be like, "That's mine." And it'd be like, yeah, I know, that's yours. That's yours. And
Yeah.
so she doesn't understand what yours versus mine means. We'll have to work on those opposites.
Yes. And, you know, she definitely learned it from daycare, which is good. I want her to be able to stick up for herself. I mean, I want her to be able to share. Yes. But I want her to stick up for herself. If someone comes and takes a toy from her, no, that's mine. Give it back. She also is getting pretty good at sharing here. I mean, with her little basketball set that she has downstairs, we'll say it's Daddy's turn and he has the ball and shoots it. It's Carly's turn and she'll repeat it. And then she'll have a turn. And then it's Mama's turn. And she does well with that. I think she understands that concept and shares pretty well. But yeah, there's that's mine. I'm like, well, no, actually it's not. But good try.
Yeah, and when you get her started on that, oh, it's Mom's turn, Dad's turn, she just takes it and runs too. She does it herself. She does a really good job at sharing like that on her own. It's not like we're instigating it all the time or anything like that, but she does a really good job at doing it herself. Once you teach her, oh, hey, this is a time where we can all play. We ended up going to church this morning and we went and ate pizza at Pizza Hut, and Carly was completely tired on the way back, but it got me thinking, you know, she ate really good at Pizza Hut there. She ate some odd stuff. She wanted a plate full of peaches from the salad bar and chopped up. She eats the white part of the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs that were chopped up. She ate quite a bit of that, but that is a pretty decent place for little kids to eat at. And it got me thinking of what are the good places to eat at? I mean, around here, Pizza Hut's pretty decent, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree, because food is readily available, like quickly. So I would say the same thing with a Mexican restaurant now that she likes chips and salsa or chips and cheese. That's pretty good because you get the chips and salsa out right away.
We used to eat at McAllister's a couple different times. I think that was mainly like last winterish into spring, something like that, because you like their soup, so you wanted to eat there, and then they have pretty good mac and cheese that she gobbles the heck out of.
And they have the really good potatoes. That's what I like.
Yeah,
the soup and the potato. Mm-hmm. And it has a good kids meal, and they're cheap. I didn't realize how cheap their kids meals are. Normally we get our mac and cheese, and then I think I add a side of fruit or something. And I think it costs an extra little bit, which is fine. One other time she got pretzel dogs and she did not like those. I'd like to try them again with her again. That didn't make any sense. Sorry. I'd like to have her try those again. Chick-fil-A. I just feel like Chick-fil-A is fast and it's a good family environment.
Have we really ate in Chick-fil-A with her though?
I have.
I haven't.
I went this summer with Mom and my niece and nephews.
I mean, that's a good one to go because, hey, chicken nuggets, and she loves her fries.
And they have mac and cheese if you want it. And they have fresh fruit too. That's the chocolate milk she downed.
That's right.
She must like whatever chocolate milk they got.
It's a good one. I would like to go to Casey's and get that Highland chocolate milk again that I like once in a while. Mm-hmm. That thick, real chocolatey stuff. I bet she'd down that one because I bet that's close to the same. Mm-hmm. We do eat at McDonald's. I haven't really ate inside McDonald's with Carly. I know Jordan has once. But it's usually a to-go. If we go and watch like a niece's tournament or nephew's, and we'll get her something to eat there because that is awesome when you're at other kids' games is bring some food or bring supper for them because then they can eat while they're sitting there. Otherwise, they just get bored. And
then by the time you get home, then you have to do supper. So you just do supper at the game. And there's easy finger foods, chicken nuggets, French fries. She really likes the apple slices too. And they can get a chocolate or a white milk and then a little toy. I just feel like any place that has food like quick is up little kids' alleys.
We haven't really taken her to a sit-down restaurant I mean, like a Texas Longhorn or a Longhorn Steakhouse or Texas Roadhouse. Those types of restaurants, we haven't really taken her to them. I mean, when she was really little, but she wasn't even hardly eating at that point.
No, we don't do it very often. We went with my parents to eat, and that was probably the closest thing to a have to wait a while for your food. That's why I usually pack like the little fruit bars or cranberries or goldfish or something that she can eat then, especially if she's hungry and she needs to eat now. Or that's when my little bag full of goodies, crayons, coloring sheets, little toys come in handy. So anything that's quiet and that's little, if it like would fit in my bag and it'd be something for entertaining for Carly, I buy it. And I stick it in my bag of treasures.
Well, on this Sunday, the Olympics are officially closing. It's been a fun couple weeks, at least in the household. Carly enjoyed watching different sports. We'd always have them on when we got home in the evening. Jordan and I would generally finish up the, what do you call it, like episode, whatever the little stint is of them. We'd usually finish that up after sleep. Usually at night, we'd get Carly down and we'd finish it. But I'm going to kind of miss him for 2 years. I feel like us as a family kind of paid attention to the Winter Olympics more than we probably ever have.
I agree. I don't think I've ever watched that much of the Winter Olympics. I'm more of a Summer Olympics gal. Swimming, gymnastics, track.
We definitely get in the Summer Olympics. I mean, track, like a lot of those that like we're more familiar with those sports, especially around like the track piece of that. Oh man.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of found the winter ones a little bit more fascinating because like the ski biathlon where you ski and then you shoot at a target and then you ski again. I'm like, that's a sport? Like there's so many different things that I didn't even realize were sports. So it was kind of cool and fascinating.
I did not. You never seen ski jumping before? Where they
I think I have.
Down the long ramp?
I think I've seen like a picture of it before, but I've never watched it in real life.
Were you just trying to play a blonde moment the other day when you're like, that's a sport? I'm like, Jordan, that's like one of the known, it's been around forever. Like you always see him jump like 300 and some feet.
I don't know what got me that day. There was a new sport, whatever that new one was. I think that'd be really cool to be the first person ever to win gold in that event.
I think it started with an S, but basically they raced up the hill and they had to take their skis off quick. And then run up snowy steps, it looked like, get to the top of the hill, and then ski back down it. Like get their skis back on and then jump back down it, which I think they had to carry their skis the whole time. So that was a whole, they called it like a transition period. But that was the hardest part, I think, was just getting your skis off in a certain method or the quickest way and slapping them on. But it would be cool. What happens if they take it away and you're the only gold medal Olympian?
I would be a little bummed that I wouldn't get to try it again, but I'm like, the one and only.
And we should have looked. I don't know where we're at on medal count, but won both hockey sports, women's and men's. Shout out USA. Holy smokes.
Yeah, in hockey is one thing. I was watching part of it last night and I'm like, it's messing with my eyes. Like it moves so fast and you're trying to figure out like the rules. Like I've never really watched hockey before. So I understand you want to hit the puck into the goal, but there's so many different back and forth. It's like, I kind of got to take a break from this. My eyes are hurting. But this Olympics has really got me off my book kick, which I'm kind of bummed about because now I'm trying to like get back into my book and it's hard. I was on like a book by book by book kick. I like get Carly down, take a shower, read my book. And now the Olympics is taken away from it and that's fine. But now I just have to like try to get back into my book realm.
What other realm are you going to go to? You've been watching shows late at night.
Mm-hmm.
You've switched to shows from books.
I know. I still got puzzles to do. And once March hits, I got about 3 different shows dropping.
Well, March is nice. She should be outside working out or something at that point. You should have seen her face. They can't see your face, honey, when you make that.
I know. Thank goodness. So yes, March is coming, spring is coming, and hopefully we'll get through the winter season, knock on wood, without Carly getting sick.
That better be real wood. You're kind of jinxing us.
It's real wood. You put it together.
I jinxed us in the other episode. What was that episode? The last one or the one before? I said same thing. So
yeah, so she's been really good this winter. We've managed to get through influenza A and B, kind of going through daycare and school and stuff. So hopefully she's able to get through the rest of winter without getting sick.
how many letters of influenza are there?
I don't really know.
A, B, C, D, E, F. Like, does it? How many do they have? I'll Google it. You keep talking. I'm going to Google it.
There's at least two, obviously A and B. But anyway, so that just kind of reminded me back when we had her 2 years doctor's appointment, I was prepared to say no to the flu vaccine. And that's just my own personal preference. You know, I don't judge anybody because last year we did give her the flu vaccine and she got sick both times. So we decided not to do it this year. But no one offered it to us. Like her 18-month appointment was in August and then her 2-year was early February and nobody said anything. And I wasn't going to do the flu vaccine anyway. But I was prepared. If they asked, I would have told them no. And I was also expecting them to ask again for the blood draw for like iron and there's something else. Lead. I was prepared for them to ask about that again. And they didn't ask any about that either. And I just let it be. But it reminded me just like, yes, they're doctors and yes, they're the experts, but I'm the mom. And I get to say what I want or don't want her to have.
And they've made us feel that way. They've never pushed us and said, oh, you absolutely need to do this. So if you get some people that are really pushing you, either figure out the reason that they're pushing you or go find somebody different. But our doctors we take Carly to, they've never said you need to do this. But if you have questions on stuff, they're definitely prepared to answer and, you know, tell you the pros and the cons. And I feel like they've worked with us on some things that we've kind of questions like, do we have to do that right now? Can we wait? Like, what is the repercussions of not doing it?
Or what should we look for if we're not doing it? And yeah, they've made us feel completely comfortable, but it was just a reminder, like, you get to decide. Now, obviously, please take medical experts into consideration. You know, they know a whole lot more than I know. So I get that, but I can say, no, I don't want my child to have the flu vaccine. I can say, no, I don't want them to have that test right now if they don't need it. Now, if they prescribe medication for her to be sick, am I going to give it to her? Absolutely. But it's just like a little reminder and a thought, like, yeah, I get to decide that I get to advocate for my daughter and I don't have to do everything that they're telling me to do.
Influenza types, real quick. Guess.
Like number?
Yeah.
5.
Close. 4. A, B, C, and D.
Okay, I'm glad they were in order. If they were in random letters, I would lose it.
Which D is generally only in cattle. It doesn't affect humans. C is like just a mild respiratory illness. So anytime you got a cough or stuff like that, just know it's influenza C at this point. I mean, we know that.
That's good to know.
Just kidding. But you can use it as that. And then you got influenza B, which is pretty bad, and influenza A, which is pretty bad. So, But yeah, A, B, C, D. Can't wait for E.
Oh my gosh. You're just so weird. Yeah, but that was just kind of my little thought. I mean, do you have any extra thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, just get educated, not in one spot. All I'm saying is just don't go to one source. I mean, we've talked about looking at videos on Facebook about parenting and how they make you feel, and they're not always right. I mean, AI is getting better and better videos and pictures, and they can fool you if you don't know anything about it. So I'm just saying, just get different sources. I mean, I'm going to say 99.9% of doctors are just looking out for you. They're going to do what you want to do. They can't force you to do anything. They're just going to say, hey, this is why we want you to do it. This is why we do these things. If you don't want to, that's okay. Maybe there's a different option or something like that. So just explore it. There's no right or wrong in any of this. I mean, whether you give them vaccines, don't give them vaccines, I'm not going to say right or wrong. We're not going to get into the political part of that or anything of that. Do whatever you want, what's best for your kid and what you think. And that's fine. But just know there's usually pros and cons to every decision to make.
Yeah, and if your doctors are trying to sway you one way or the other and you don't find that comfortable, like go to find someone else that will work with you better.
On Carly's doctor appointment, we broke the 10th percentile, Jordan. Bam, bam.
13th.
Heck yeah, she's growing. She got above it. So we're looking at nothing but up right now.
That's right.
Carly's a healthy baby. She's a growing baby too.
She's a toddler.
I know. I just thought of that. I'm like, she's not a baby. We keep saying that off and on.
She's always a baby in my heart.
Yeah, you gonna look at her in the eyes when she's 35 and be like, you're always a baby in my heart?
Maybe. Just to embarrass her.
Just to pull mom's always right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can do that now.
I know. We'll wait till she gets some more sass, see how that works.
More? She's got plenty.
I bet there's more to come, honey.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, that's all we've got for you guys today. Hopefully it warms up. It's been a little bit chilly and snowing off and on here. So we're looking forward to some warmer weather again. Let spring start happening and away we go. Anyway, thanks again. Thank you for listening to Parenting in Progress. If you like what you heard and you're listening to us on YouTube, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. If you're listening to us on other platforms, go ahead, give us a follow and a rating. We truly appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.